Wait, set. 380.
Watch that in, Johnny's right.
Sugar.
Hey, we got four.
Alpha.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Brady. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm. Let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Alert! Go bandit!
Running right, this is Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Brady now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. It's a give to Freeman running right. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Wait, set, wide, 80.
Watch the pass.
Goal 50.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Go.
Hey, let go.
Mike is 59.
Hey, Alabama.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
No, 66, 72.
Here's Brady to throw. He finds his man Johnson. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. We're scoreless after 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now on 2nd and 16. Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1s here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Here we go. 45 the mark.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Back to throw. Walker. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1, Walker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Looking to throw. Walker. And he's got his target. That's more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
My 7.
Now he'll throw with Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Brady. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Escapes the defender. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Brady now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And his pass incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ozzy, hey, Alpha.
To throw again, Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady now to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin as the first half is winding down as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the eye.
Back to throw. Walker. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Brady gets it off to Freeman.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Sugar! Check it, reload!
Mike's 59! Mike's 59! Strip the ball! Strip that ball!
Hey, Delta!
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Check Mike!
They do go for it. It's Brady. Complete. He finds Brady. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9. William Golston. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Go, go, go.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And in the third quarter, we'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. And I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. Walker. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Throwing on third and long. Brady. He's got Evans. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Freeman again. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Hey, Alabama.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from...
It got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 46 yards. Now Jones. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
No, 66.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. It's caught. Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
2nd and 9 now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
SOS. Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's coming. We got double up. Pass.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Walker. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's McCaffrey. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Walker. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And some room to work. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Watch a slant, watch a slant.
Hey, 66.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there.